So I've been starting up in hot yoga. Hot yoga is simply what it sounds like. You're in a room doing yoga, but it's very hot. It's a group class and you're just sweating your ass off. But it's very therapeutic. But I went there and I tried too hard and I sweat so much I started cramping up and I walked out of the room with like a limp because my muscles were just like completely dehydrated because I tried too hard, and you're not supposed to try hard at yoga. And at the end of it, like after an hour or an hour and a half, I was laying on the ground on my mat, just drenched in sweat, on the border of overheating, just being like, oh, maybe I should step out of the room. And I had my eyes closed. I was just trying to rest. It was after all of the poses. And I was just like trying to deal and hold on. And then I felt like this cold thing hit my forehead. And I opened my eyes, and the instructor had walked around very quietly and had been placing cool towels on people's foreheads. And I remember in that moment, I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. I thought about it in this way, what I would have given to have that cool towel in that moment. I didn't even know I wanted it. I didn't even know it was great. And it was just given to me, but it was just in that moment I thought about it. I was like, man, this is better than food. This is better than a toy. Any kind of like electronic or cool new gadget in this moment, I would prefer this right now. And it made me incredibly grateful, and also made me incredibly self-conscious about the things that I take for granted in my life. And it made me think of like, oh my God, this is such a small token. I never would have asked for it, and yet it was given readily, probably standard procedure, but I have never been more grateful in my life for this small thing. And I almost cried. Like, I literally was on the ground, breathing heavy, sweating. I almost cried right then and there, just because it was so meaningful. And I was thankful for the smallest thing I could have ever imagined. Usually it's like big things that you're thankful for, but I can think of many moments in my life where I was thankful for a very small token. Not because, you know, it wasn't like a bigger thing would have meant more. It was that in that moment, in a moment when I needed something, it was given to me. Not necessarily a cool towel or, you know, just like a small gesture or a pat on the back or someone just saying you did a good job. Those small moments sometimes mean more than anything physical, or it could be physical, you know, like a small token or something, but those tiny things that you're thankful for that just put everything into perspective. Not quite like this, but you know, what is it called? The overview effect, when astronauts go into space and they see the world and it puts everything in perspective for you.